Welcome to a new game. This will be with Korea. I'm recording this after I played. I forgot to do it earlier, and then I thought it might be helpful just to have hindsight, see what I did wrong, see what I did right, kind of review that. Um, so we're going to play on, or the game is on Deity, standard speed, continents map, standard map size, disaster intensity was 2. Um, This was all standard here. I'm sorry I didn't get the seed for this one. This is not the seed I played with. I'll try to do that in future games. Let's see. So let's review the bonuses here, and then I'll kind of discuss the general strategy. So governors established in a city provide plus 3% culture and 3% science for each promotion they have earned, including their first. That's interesting. It's kind of a helpful bonus. Yeah, it helps a little bit, I think. Mines receive plus 1 science if there's an adjacent CO1 campus. I really use this quite well in the game. This really helped me early on, I think. It's pretty cool getting science from mines. Sometimes, I had a few campuses with 5 mines around it, so that really was powerful. Farms receive plus 1 food if there's an adjacent CO1 district. I didn't really use that one. This here is their campus district, and it's really powerful. It's an automatic 4 science adjacency, as long as there are no other districts or city centers next to it. And it has to be built on hills, which wasn't a problem at all. I was able to get 4 science adjacency for basically every campus, and then placing mines around it, of course, was really good. And then here is their unique field cannon replacement. So now for the general strategy. Basically, I think I got a golden age for the classical era, and that was really powerful. That's what really took the game into another realm for me. I used monumentality with faith, and I bought a couple settlers with faith, and then I used God of the Harvest as my pantheon. So I could faith buy builders and then chop with those builders for more faith. So it's like free build, like there's literally no cost to buying builders, as long as you're chopping with them. Because what you chop replaces all the faith you used to buy them. And it actually does more than just replace it, it exceeds. So it's basically buying builders was basically a way of getting even more faith for me in the game. And then I was able to buy a couple settlers with that. Really happy with how the first half of the game went. I got, I think, 11 early cities out by turn 100 or somewhere around there, and then got campuses in all of them, or most of them, pretty quickly. Got a few theater squares for great works. I wish I had prioritized culture more. This is so important. I didn't see it. I know there's a strategy of going for culture early and then using that to increase your science, and that's good. But I figured with Korea, I would just really prioritize science and just forget about the culture. But the problem is in the late game with the science space projects, using the builders using their charges to launch the space projects, you have to have the Royal Society, which is the tier 3 government building. And that, I didn't have that in time, and that slowed me down a lot. I could have finished much quicker if I had just built a few more theater squares early on. I think at the point that I had 3 theater squares up, I was doing good. I was prioritizing culture enough, and it was fine. I think that I had maybe 6 campuses and 3 theater squares at one point, but I should have then, once my science was at that level, I should have came back and focused more on culture. So I wish I wish I had done that. To anyone out there who's doing a similar strategy, don't forget culture, because it's valuable for a lot of things, but you got to have that Royal Society for the science victory. And I learned that lesson here. But yeah, it was a good game. Still pulled it off in 254 turns, which was I'm fairly happy about. Not really happy about, but it was. I guess it was my best game on Gathering Storm, so I'd like to think that I'm improving. Nowhere near some people. Some people, I hear they do it in under 200 turns, even on Gathering Storm. So definitely not there yet, but little by little. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed the game.